let's give Paula Peebles and Nan a big round of applause for organizing this. Usually when I come out to speak, I kind of write a few notes to prepare myself for what I'm going to say. But today I decided not to prepare anything because I just want the spirit, actually the ancestors, to move me to say what needs to be said.
Yes.
First thing is this: an injustice to one is a threat to everybody. Everybody. Remember that. At first when I got here, I said, wow, where are the black people at? That's the first thing I said. And then as I looked around, I was like, where are the white people at? Where are the brown people? Where is everybody? Because if you think about it, the greatest threat to a civilized society is an unchecked police force. Think about that. As bad as a drug dealer is, as bad as a rapist is, as bad as a murderer is, you and I, if we need to, one-on-one, can deal with that person. He breaks into our house, we pull out what we got, and we go one-on-one. But what do you do when the police kick in your door? What do you do when the police attack your son? What do you do when the police kill your son? We all know what happened to Eric Garner in New York, but it wasn't just New York. That's Philly, that's Chicago, that's DC. And the question I keep asking is this: if black police officers were killing white people the way white people are killing black people, how long would that last? It would stop immediately.
That's right.
So we need to make sure that we continue to make noise and continue to raise hell. I know a lot of times when you see like what happened with Eric Garner, what happened to Donta Dawson, what happened to Sean Bell, what happened to all these black men who were brutalized. A lot of times we feel kind of helpless, like, wow, that's the power structure. There's not a whole lot we can do to stop that. But it is a whole lot we can do. People always talk about the police got the power, the DA has the power, the mayor has the power. They don't have the power. We have the power. Now, I'm not encouraging any criminal activity, but if 1,000 angry black people decided just to run into this building here and take it over, we can do that. If we decided to run into City Hall, we can take it over. People need to understand that the power is with the people. And as long as we tolerate this, as long as we allow this stuff to go on, it's going to continue to happen to us. We got to keep fighting back. I know a lot of times, like I said, when I got here, I'm like, where are the black people at? Where are the Latino people, white people? That was my initial reaction. But if you think about it, every revolutionary movement in world history started out with just a few people. I'm not a Christian, but the last time I checked, there was 12 disciples. And look what we got now. I'm not an American, but the last time I checked, there was 13 colonies. Look what we got now. But right here, the 50, 60, 70 of us, we can build up that revolutionary movement. We have to stop it. Let me just wrap this up in 2 minutes by saying this. A lot of times people say, you know, things are as bad today as they were during slavery. That's not true. As bad as things are in 2014, I'd rather be a black man in America in 2014 than in 1813 or 1713. But my point is this: police brutality is worse today than it ever was. And the reason why police brutality today is worse than it ever was, back in the day the police could beat you, they could stomp you, they could kill you, and they had plausible deniability. They could say, you pulled the gun, nobody saw it. They can say, you had a knife, nobody saw it. But we see the cops on video. We see them beating us down, shooting us down, kicking us down, and nobody does anything. But this is what I want everybody to do. If you forget anything else I said, there's an app. Everybody has a smartphone. And the ACLU, the American Civil Liberties Union, has this app. And on this app, it allows you to audio tape and videotape every encounter with the police. Not just every encounter you have, but every encounter everybody else has. It is legal to videotape police, and you must do it. Go to your phone and just download ACLU-NJ.org. ACLU-NJ.org, and download that app. Because just think, what happened to Eric Garner in New York, if somebody hadn't videotaped that, they would have said, this big, threatening black man attacked 5 cops. But we saw what happened. Bottom line is this, we got to continue to fight, we got to continue to protest, we got to continue to demonstrate.